Welcome to the Inferno Retake guide with all the essentials that you need to know. This follows on from the previous two videos we've posted, which will be linked down below, where we cover the essential nades for both CT side and T side 4. And just to clarify right off the bat, if you're wondering what we're using for, it's a CSGO training code called Refrag, and you'll find the link for more information and a discount code for that in the description down below. But 10 retake nades that you need to know. Let's fire through them. First we're going to show is the fountain smoke for a B retake, where you want to come up into this fountain, into the sort of position around here. Look like this for the lineup. You can see your crosshair is basically on, where you can see the slight texture change. And then you want to aim here, so it's kind of one of those loose lineups where you know you're going to come over this beam, up around into this spot, and it's a normal throw. And then that lands into the fountain, like so, and that allows you to have a nice little retake, because it smokes off new box, smokes off anyone playing fountain, and you guys can either focus on clearing through the pool or go in ruins. We're going to stick on the theme of B retakes with the flash from ruins to help you retake the site. So you can see these sandbags right here. You want to come onto the far left hand side of them and stand on top of it like so. And you want to aim basically in between where that top of that pillar is and the wall is, and then aim right in the middle. And then you're going to run forward and jump through. And the easiest way to time it, if you're wondering, is you want to release the jump throw. So start here, and you're going to release the jump throw when you basically meet the top of that pole. So it'll look like that. It'll make a noise as it hits, but that blinds essentially all of sight. It even catches deep dark. It's a fantastic little flash to throw. And additionally, you've got a molly where if you come into this part of the ruins, you can sit here. You want to aim, you can see where this cable basically meets the roof. You want to aim at that, and then you're going to run and jump through whenever your crosshair hits the end of that beam. Starting here, you're going to run forward. As soon as you hit the beam, you throw there, and boom, that mollies into dark. So anyone that is in dark will get flushed out by that. So even if they're sat around close dark or deep dark, they're going to have to push off the pillar. There is an alternative flash you can use from ruins on the site if you know you have someone swinging on it and you don't want to blind them. So instead of going onto this far sandbag, you come on in here, same spot you threw the molly from, and basically you want to aim your crosshair just below that point. You're going to run through, and you get to the middle of the blue, you're going to flash, and that pops on the wall, which means that it's popping here. You can see where the nade is popping on this part, which means if you have someone here ready to swing, it's barely going to blind them at all, while the rest of the side is fully blind. And the final thing for retaking B is going to be the util you can throw onto pool. So there's both a flash and a nade, or a flash and a molly you can do for this. So you want to tuck into this sandbag right here. You can see where these beams cross. All you have to do is do a jump throw from this position. So that's the molly, that lands in the pool. And then the same thing for a flashbang. You want to jump through, and it'll also land in the pool. So that's the 5 nades for B, which is super handy to know, and I recommend you learn. And then we can look at the retakes for A. The first of which is going to be the A, long moto area, retake smoke. So you just want to come up onto this wall, and so you can throw it from this angle, you can throw it from your crosshair being in the middle. Anywhere in this vicinity is fine. The main thing you want to do is aim at the top of that marking. So you can see that sort of grey bit where the paint's come off the wall. You want to aim at the top, basically in that with a crosshair like mine. Normal throw. And that'll catch and just smoke off the moto area, but it means you can isolate it like a fight graveyard, see if someone's peeking it, and then okay, you can then take your fights. You don't have to worry about pit or mini pit, and in some cases, if someone swings from library, you won't have to worry about someone seeing you from balcony. You can then throw the A retake flash from a very similar position. Again, you just want to come up onto this wall. In this case, you can see that little sort of L shape in the wall, the bottom of the L shape, and then you want to aim basically just below this aerial line, that's what electricity line, best way to say it, and you standard throw. And it basically blinds up here, but it makes no noise. Obviously, if someone happens to be looking in the area, they might see the flashbang go through the air, but it makes no noise. It blinds high, and it basically can catch the entire site and the guy's pit, and even graveyard as well. And then the last one is the molly, which you throw from pretty much a very similar situation. So the lineup doesn't matter in this one, and this is the retake molly. So you want to come up into the same wall, but in this sort of vicinity, and then this is exactly where you're going to aim. You're going to jump through, and that will catch all the way into that corner, that deep corner, which will flush them out. You can imagine, let's read through the molly. Let's say you've got the smoke grenade come down the moto. You've had a flash grenade come over high. So the person in the molly is now being flashed. You're smoked off so you can take the fight for him rushing out. He's running out of the molly. He's also flashed. Other people come from pit, can't support, and then you can take the fight. So this is a smoke you can throw to get onto the power position and cut off the power position of short. So basically, it's come into this wall, okay? And aim, I'm going to say almost in the middle of these baskets would be fine, but it's slightly to the right of the middle. Normal throw, it bounces off the wall, and it lands in such a way that you can then swing, and you obviously you maybe need a good balcony still, but if you're throwing the smoke from this position, you're already sort of taking that balcony risk, so that should be clear. So you can throw this, but they can't see you from pit. You can take all the fights in onto long, onto sight, and obviously if you're pinching and having someone throw util from long as well as short, then you're in a wonderful position. And then the final thing really to show is, and obviously this smoke can be used on T side, just remember you can use the smoke, this one right here. You can throw this on T, but it also works really well for retake, as does this flash, where you stand in the same corner, you aim right here in between these trees, and you throw a flashbang. It bounces off balcony like so, and blinds basically everything. The only person that won't catch in some cases is the person hidden right underneath if they're looking away from it in a mini pit. But that util then with a sight flash, which can be anything very loosely, just over the top like so. Very similar to from the long flash. And boom, there you go. 10 retake nades from Inferno that you need to learn to help you improve at it. Hit that like button if you've enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here. And also let me know what map you want to see next, because we're leaning towards nuclear ancient. We've already done Mirage, we've done Inferno. Let me know what you'll see next. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Goodbye.